Get me that signal. We need more power.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here with Mr. Stephen Buonocore from Stronghold Games, who is here post Secret Cabal party.
And have the voice to prove it. Yes.
Stephen, now we haven't talked since like Gen Con, I think.
Wow, I know, man.
So it's been a long time.
What's going on, man? It's not cool. I thought you were my brother.
I know. I took a long nap.
There you go.
You know, I was really tired. So there's a whole bunch of stuff going on that I don't know about with Stronghold Games.
Yeah, there certainly is.
Like always, I see there is a whole bunch of games here.
A bunch of new games, really new games. In fact, we have 6 new games. Either have just come out over the last 2 weeks, or they'll be out over the next 2 months. So some stuff here is already here, but won't even be released until August. Or we brought it here, premiering it here. So we'll just start over here and work our way down because it'll make it a lot easier. So,
Yes.
Not Alone. It's going to street date on June 28th. And this is a 1 versus many 2 to 6 player game. So 1 versus up to 6 other players. You're a team of astronauts who crash landed on this distant planet and you realize you are not alone. And the creature is kind of like showing these ugly eyes there. The planet itself is this creature, malevolent force, sucking your will away. While you try to spend enough time to get there so that the ship can come rescue you, he is trying to take away your will. Whoever does better at this is going to win. It's about bluffing and outwitting the other players. It's a very interesting, very thematic, very creepy game.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah. So if you think about, it's a card-based version of the games like Fury of Dracula and things like that, which are really big board games. This is just a bunch of cards, great price point for $30, and really beautiful artwork. So.
Yeah, it really is.
Then we go to Cottage Garden. Now this one's not one that's not coming out till August. August 9th is the street date on this. Uwe Rosenberg game, one of the great designers in the world. We immediately put him into my great designer series. Cottage Garden, beautiful, beautiful artwork. You are creating a garden on a board in front of you. You get 2 of these garden boards, and you're selecting these Tetris-like tiles to place there, and then you'll score the points once you have filled them up, and you'll score points based on the number of pots and cloches, those glass enclosures that are on your board, still showing on your board, and you move up on the track 5 turns, and the game is over. Really, really approachable. We even have little cats that will hang out in your gardens, and you can spend your cats. They kind of walk away to take extra turns and things like that. So that's Cottage Garden by Uwe Rosenberg, and that'll be out early August, Gen Con release. Fields of Green. Now, this got kind of a really cool story. Vangelis Bakliachardis, I can't pronounce his name, but Vangelis from Greece, he did Among the Stars for us, right? It was a very, very good card drafting, but a light game. It was a very simple kind of game. He took that basic system, and he really, really increased everything in the game. So there's 4 types of cards that you can draft. In the beginning, each player decides, well, I'm going to take 2 livestock cards, 3 field cards, 2 construction cards. So each player decides this. So the draft, what's in the draft, can be customized by the players. And then you start the draft cards and you're building the field in front of you. You have to manage 2 resources now, both water to water your fields and grain to feed the animals. At the end of each game turn, called a year, at the end of each year, you have to have a harvest. If you cannot water your fields, they go fallow, you turn them over. If you cannot feed your animals, they go away. You turn them over. So there's a lot more going on than in Among the Stars. He really took the system and he really riffed it higher. Really cool game, just came out on May 31st. And that's
playable in 45 minutes.
45-minute game. Very American theme, right? I mean, Fields of Green, it's Americans get modern farming versus medieval farming. There's so many medieval farming games, right?
Right.
All right, so let's keep going down. We'll stop here with Get the Cheese. This is an adorable little game. I call it a game of cat versus mouse versus dog. In Get the Cheese, you're playing a family of mice. You're trying to get your mice to eat the most cheese that's in the middle. In the meantime, you're going to be playing cats against other people's mice to eat them, and dogs to scare away other people's cats. Yes, there you go. So it's a game of one-upsmanship. Some cards are placed face down, but a lot of cards are placed face up. So you have to know when to play a card face up, because people are going to know what it is, when you can sneak one face down, and there's rules about how you do those things. Very fast, light game. Even kids can play this game. It's 8 to adult. They won't get the strategies, but even down to 5-year-old, they can even play this game. They'll love the artwork. It's really beautiful. Get the cheese. Oh, and this is a Hisashi Hayashi game, who was known first for trains a few years ago, and now for Yokohama. So he's a really amazing designer out of Japan, and we got the license from him. Frog Riders.
Frog Riders in the sky?
Frog Riders in the sky. So, in Frog Riders, this is a silly little theme. You're playing this little miniature elven tribe. Think like sprites or something like that. You're riding frogs in mock combat. Very silly. Essentially what you're doing is you're taking these very cool custom molded figures that show the frog with a little rider on there, and they place these on the board, and you're just jumping over them and grabbing them. Very simple mechanic. When you do that, you can keep in front of you to collect sets of these, and each person has a private objective on their sets, and there are public objectives here. But what you really want to do also is you want to turn them in once in a while to take the ability that the frog gives you. The red ones enable you to jump again. The yellow ones enable you to exchange it for one that's over in the village, and the blue ones are the really cool ones. There's a whole set of cards over here that give you extra powers in the game. So that gives the game all this replayability, because you have different objectives all the time. All these different powers will keep coming out. Oh wow, I want to be able to jump jump like a rook, like a knight, instead of like just like a regular piece, and things like that. So you have all these extra powers in the game, extra bonus points that you can get that way too. Great, light, tactical, family weight game. Frog Riders. Finally. Well, maybe not finally. Final new game. Then we'll talk a little bit about, this little game that we have over here. Little game. So, Pit Crew. This is a great story behind this game. Jeff Engelstein game, first of all. Fantastic designer, known personality in the industry. Another one of his solo designs. So, Suze Sheldon, we know her, right, from the Dice Tower Network. She said on one of the podcasts that, the one theme that she's never seen, really, is one about the pit crews. Because, those are the unsung heroes of racing. The drivers get all the publicity, right? Of course, they're the winners, right? But if the pit crew cannot get the car back on the track in 6 seconds, the driver's going to lose. Jeff heard this and said, challenge accepted. 4 months later, I had a prototype, and we started playing. I'm like, yeah, you got something here. Let's do this kind of thing. He developed a little bit more. About a year since she said that the game is going to be on the market. This is a July 12th release. And you are literally playing games. It's a speed game. A little hard to see exactly how this is. You have a board there. It's a track. The cars will start there. Each player gets a car. This is a team game. So you can play a team of 1 if you want. But it's from 2 to 9 players. 2 to 9 players, and the teams are from 1 to 3 players. And you can even do imbalanced teams, because it will self-balance, because you'll have less cards per player and more coordination when there's more people on the team. And you're basically you play the cars, which have numbers on them, next to the wheels, because you're changing the tires, next to the tires, changing the tires, to the back of the car where you're refueling it, and sometimes with the more advanced cars to the front wheel, tuning up an engine really quickly. Playing cards quickly in sequences up and down versus the numbers that are on the side here. You can't see them in this picture. First person that does that, their car can get back on the track. They start rolling a die. Every time they roll a 6, it kind of advances. When the last team finishes, you stop. You check to see if everybody did it right. If they didn't do it right, there's penalties. So your car was not in good shape when it got on the track. The other teams advance. You do this 3 rounds. The team who's got the furthest on the track wins. It is a ball of fun. I'm not getting another 15-minute game, 2 to 9 players, July 12th, Pit Crew. The final thing we'll mention, of course, Terraforming Mars has been killing it, just eating it up all over the place. Now ranked number 8 on Board Game Geek. It's about to get it to number 7 very soon. We were supposed to have the expansion for the game here. It just missed. We'll have it at Dice Tower Con. The expansion is called Telus and Elysium. You're going to be playing, it's a double-sided game board, so you're going to be playing it at Hellas Planitia, which is the southern pole, and at Elysium Planitia, which is the backside equatorial region on Mars. So all of the placement bonuses are going to be different, and all of the milestones and awards are going to be different. So all those strategies you had where I usually go after the Terraformer award, or I go after the Gardener award, those won't be there anymore. So you're going to have to modify your strategy. So a game with all this replayability already now gets 2 more boards to play on, and gives you all more replayability. So
Nice.
this
You
is
got a
really,
lot of
really,
options.
yeah, this is really, really going to kill it for us going forward.
Excellent. Yeah.
Did my voice hold up? I think so.
I think you made it. I think we'll let you rest now.
All right, man.
Stephen, thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Get me that signal. We need more power.